Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone Mr. Waleed Batouty, tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, yes.
Well, Mr. Batouty, how do you see the importance of the exhibition Diyarna 2024 in restoring and its importance for the revitalization of heritage?
Well, let me tell you one thing. All the events that is taking place these days are a very good to promote Egypt. Every function is taking place. Every event is taking place. It's promoting the country, and it's putting so much trust, and it's getting people to move towards coming over to Egypt, and it's in the positive side of this country.
Yes. What are the Egyptian handcrafts and the pavilions that the exhibition encompasses?
Well, let me tell you, this is what we call it sustainable tourism. The Egyptian government is working very hard to get anybody to benefit from tourism. So when, for example, let me give you an example of Al Fayoum. If people go to Al Fayoum, then they buy the pottery, they buy the baskets, and there is some very good quality plates and stuff like this, and people actually they do come to Egypt for this reason.
So how large is the tourist demand for the Egyptian handcrafts products? As you know, Mr. Batouty, that of course the handcraft started in Egypt since ancient Egyptians. Yes, and Egypt is very well known.
For example, the alabaster is one of the oldest living industry in the world. And today it become well promoted, and the tourists do like to come and buy alabaster. They buy rugs from Egypt, and it's well promoted, and it's a source of foreign currency to the country.
Yes, Mr. Batouty, these exhibitions could contribute to the developing of the Egyptian product in order to cope with the international standards.
Yes, and the best example for this, if you go to the Civilization Museum, the Civilization Museum have on the lower floor an absolute big market, such as shops and vendors. They're selling different handcrafts made by Egyptians, and the tourists do like these things, and just they have to get the good quality.
Yes, so the handcrafts is very important in Egypt. How can we transfer it to be a file or a thing that is attracting tourists to Egypt?
We have to present good quality. When we present good quality, tourists are always looking for good quality. They're not looking for things that is cheap. You know, they don't mind paying the money. They don't mind paying for a good quality, a good souvenir out of Egypt. So if you ask me, what would the tourists get out of Egypt? Tourists usually, when they come to Egypt, they buy the gold cartouches with their names. That's a good buy. When they buy the rugs from Egypt, Egypt is known as one of the best countries in the world of buying rugs, and the alabaster. And there is lots of other handcrafts. And it's an extra benefit to the Egyptian economy.
Yes. Mr. Batouty, how do you see the importance of these exhibitions for the economy of Egypt, as it's not only important to make mega projects like industries or something, but the handcrafts and the small things could also help in the economy of a country?
It is. Every tourist, when he comes to Egypt, he spends hard currency within the country. When they do the payment on credit card. So we have to facilitate for the tourists the suitable way of payment. So also this would give hard currency into the country. It's a win-win situation. They want to have good quality, and at the same time, you want to have their dollars.
Yes. So a large number of exhibitors who are participating in this exhibition, the Diyarna 2024, also are producing and are producing and introducing very good art that shows the culture and the heritage, of course, of Egypt. Many of the societies in Egypt, government and non-governmental organizations are participating, and also private sector and also the government sector. So how do you see this coordination between all parties?
Well, I see that this is beneficial for everyone. Again, I told you one more time, the people wants to sell the product and the tourists will get it and pay it in hard currency. So we want to make sure as well that in case of anything that needs to be delivered, this is the things that we need to add, is to get involved in this issue, is the shipment companies. In case a tourist would like to buy in quantity, he wants immediately to have the shipment, including the shipping, without any trouble and insurance. So when he does the shipping goes to his home.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. I really had the pleasure to have this phone with you. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Mr. Waleed Al Batouty, tourism expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.